Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Croc, Legend of the Gobbos. Today we are going to be doing level 4-2, Hassle in the Castle. Alright, so I will be honest with you, I did start this level before, but I didn't make it very far. I had to go. But I did figure out one thing before I had to go. I probably would just play the original footage, but I deleted it. But basically, I found out if you look down there, there is a secret. It's really hard to land on though. I usually, I think last time it took me a life or two to get on it. But yeah, that's cool. So we'll try again here. I think I just need to jump a little bit further. Ooh, that works. Yeah, that's actually a lot farther jump than it looks. I think if you just like full send it, to use a term that a young person might use, you probably would be able to get it just fine. Now, this part's kind of annoying because you kind of climb up here and get the lives, but, you know, these platforms crumble. I'm pretty sure if you're quick, you could make it back before they do crumble, but I'm not about to risk that, especially when we are here to get more lives. So yeah, I would rather wait a little bit. To be completely honest, you could probably just make this jump without even having to wait for the platform also, but again, I'm just trying to play it safe here because the whole point is for us to get lives. Now, this is where I had to go, so I didn't make it any further than this, but now we can, so let's go ahead and climb the monkey bars over to here. Thankfully, there is no enemy on the monkey bars that is going to try to be knocking us down. Always a little awkward trying to get off of these things, making sure that you are aligned correctly, which I almost wasn't. Alright, there's our first Gobbo. And we will keep going. Just double checking there's nothing on either side here, doesn't look like it. So you'll remember in the last episode I talked about how up until the last level I've at least played through, not to 100%, but I've at least played through all the levels up to this point. However, I think I can make this. Okay. At this point, I've never seen this level before, at least not with my own eyes. Like, I've watched some videos on Croc before, but you know, usually they're like commentaries, and so people don't spend the most time doing a bunch of like details. This makes me nervous. Yeah, that was bound to happen. Okay. Okay, so I think I want to go right now. Okay. That's good. So let's go ahead and head in. I have seen a video where someone plays through the remaster and it does look pretty cool. Although to be honest, it doesn't really look different enough to where I would consider it worth. I feel horrible saying this. It doesn't really seem at this point like it would be 100% worth buying it the way that it looks, at least not when it's not on sale, because it basically just looks like the same game with slightly better graphics, which, I mean, I guess is the whole point of a remaster over a remake. One thing to keep in mind though is that they did redo the controls, like you can actually use the sticks properly now. I don't know if there's still a way to switch to old controls or whatever. This is interesting. But, I don't know, for the most part it looks fine. I probably will pick it up eventually, just not at the moment. And definitely not to finish out this series. I'm gonna finish out this series on the PlayStation version, just because I think it would be kind of funny to start on one version and then... Because, you know, I would have to play through the whole thing off-screen to get back to where I am. Which doesn't really sound super worth it to me. I don't actually know if you can get those guys in the middle. They seem to be just there to heckle you the whole time. But anyways, we have one more Gobbo and I think one more crystal? One more Gobbo outside of the bonus, I mean. So I think we're doing pretty alright. Alright. Can this guy shoot me from here? Yes, he can. That's annoying. There's the Gobbo. Is this the crystal? Can that guy shoot me from here? There's the last crystal. What does this do? Oh, it puts a... Oh my gosh, no. Oh wow. That really sucks. Alright, we're just gonna have to book it. Because I don't want to get shot. Ugh, okay. Okay, so one thing I've been doing is before every bonus I've been save stating because I'm like, oh, I don't want to have to replay the whole level to do the bonus. One thing I've never really thought about, for most of the bonuses, you can just leave the room and come back. Every time you leave a room and come back in Croc, it reloads the level. So you don't really have to... Sorry, I was just making sure I have everything. So you don't have to worry about, like, redoing the level. I'm still gonna save state here anyways because that's kind of the, you know, routine I've gotten in. It's just kind of funny that I never really thought about that the whole time. I was actually watching someone else play and they pointed that out and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm an idiot. Anyways. Alright, so it looks like we just have a little bit of a maneuvering challenge with some enemies. Nothing too crazy for this bonus here. Oh, okay. And we have to be careful because these platforms are the ones that shoot downward. But keep in mind that the shooting downward platforms, they're no different from the crumbling one. I honestly don't know why they even bothered with making the shooting downward platforms because it's basically the same idea as the crumbling platforms, right? It's just that instead of crumbling, they shoot downwards. I think you might have a little bit less time on them than you do on the crumbling platforms, but, you know, I don't know if it really matters at the end of the day. We've lost all of our crystals, so that sucks, but at least we got all the Gobbos. Let's go ahead and get out of here. Although we didn't get any crystals, at least we got a couple new lives thanks to the bonus area. But anyways, that's going to be the end of that level. Pretty quick, all things considered. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a nice rest of your day. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye!